In this video, I am going to explain about LCD, where LCD stands for Liquid Crystal Display. Coming to the introduction, the GRIET LCD shield has the following resources. The first resource is, it is going to have 2 rows and 16 columns. The second resource is, it is going to have LM35 temperature sensor. And the third resource is LDR, that is light dependent resistor sensor. And even we can connect to LEDs. Let's see the shield first. This is the LCD shield, where this LCD shield has 2 rows and 16 columns, and even it is going to have the LM35 temperature sensor. This is the LM35 temperature sensor. And the third resource we have is LDR, that is light dependent resistor sensor. And even the other resource is we can connect to LEDs. Okay, that is 2 LEDs can be connected over here. Okay, these are the resources which are present in this particular LCD shield. If we clearly observe this particular shield, like before doing the experiments, what we have to do is, like whenever we are uploading the program onto the controller, on the bottom you have to connect the Arduino board, because in the Arduino board you have a microcontroller where we will be doubling the programs onto the controller. So we will be making the shield, that is LCD shield, to sit on the Arduino Uno board. So if you see here, the bottom is the Arduino Uno board. On the top of Arduino, we made this particular LCD shield to sit. Okay, so we have to upload the programs now by using a USB cable, so that the program is going to get uploaded into the controller. And once you upload the program into the controller, whatever the applications you are doing, that application experiment outputs can be seen on this LCD screen. Okay, that we will be doing it practically now. Coming to the LCD liquid crystal display shield, if we clearly observe this particular LCD shield, it has 2 rows and 16 columns, and if you see here, total LCD, it is going to have 16 control pins. These are the 16 control pins which are present in this particular LCD. Okay, let us see each and every pin in detail. Let's see the pin number 1. The pin number 1 is VSS. We can see here, this is the pin number 1. Okay, this pin is nothing but a ground pin, which is connected to the ground in your Arduino Uno board. Coming to the pin 2, it is VCC, which is connected to 5 volts power supply. The third pin is V0, that is connected to potentiometer, and which allows us to set the contrast of the display. So this particular V0 is also called as VEE. It is a power supply pin for adjusting the contrast of this particular LCD. Coming to the fourth pin, that is register select pin. This pin is used for selecting either the command register or the data register. Like whenever this particular pin is programmed to 0, then the command register will be selected. Whenever this particular pin is programmed to 1, then the data register will be selected. So this controller, whatever the controller we have, it can access command register as well as it can access the data register. So whenever this particular pin is 0, it is going to use the command register. Whenever this particular pin is programmed to 1, the controller is going to access the data register. So what exactly the command register is? Command register, in the sense, before writing the data onto the LCD, first of all we need to set the commands. Setting the commands in the sense, like we have to set the cursor on this particular LCD, or we have to set the cursor on a specified location. Okay, we have to clear the display, we have to turn off the display, and so on. We have lot of certain commands where we do here. First we need to go with the command part, and then we will be writing the data onto the LCD. So remember that whenever this particular pin is programmed to 0, the controller can access the command register. Whenever this particular pin is programmed to 1, the controller is going to access the data register. Coming to the next pin, we have is read write bar pin. This read write bar pin, whenever it is programmed to 1, means the controller can read the data from LCD. Like whenever this particular pin is programmed to 1, means the controller is going to read the data from this particular LCD. Whenever this particular pin is programmed to 0, means the controller is going to write the data onto the LCD. Okay, so whenever this particular pin is programmed to 0, means the controller is going to write the data onto the LCD, which is very important here. And the next pin we can see here, we have E pin. That E pin stands for the enable pin, which is going to enable the registers whatever we have in this particular LCD. So it is going to enable the registers to write the data onto the registers which are there in this particular LCD. And coming to the next pins, total we have 8 data pins here. Using these particular pins, 8 data pins, that is from D0 to D7. So this 8 data pins, like using these pins or using these lines, LCD receives data from controller or LCD transfers the data to the controller. But here we are using LCD as an output device. So obviously this read write bar will be programmed to 0. So generally we use LCD for the displaying purpose. So we won't use to read the data from the LCD. Okay, every time we will be writing the data onto the LCD. So obviously this read write bar will be programmed to 0. Coming to these pins, anode and cathode, these pins are the positive and negative pins of the LED display power. Okay, these are the anode and cathode pins where we have talked about the LED. Okay, so these are the 16 control pins which are present in this particular LCD. We can have here the first one is the ground pin, the second pin is the VCC pin. We have seen the first one is the ground pin, the second pin is the VCC pin which has been connected to the 5 volts, and the third pin is V0 pin, like which has been attached to a potentiometer mainly for controlling the contrast, and this RS pin is a register select pin. It is used for selecting the command register or the data register, like we have seen here, like whenever it is programmed to 0, then the command register will be selected, like whenever it is programmed to 1, the data register will be selected. And the next pin we can see here, read write bar pin, whenever it is 0, it means we can write the data onto the LCD, that is the main thing here. An enable pin which enables the writing to the registers, and next we have the 8 data pins. Through these pins only we are sending the 8-bit data where we are writing onto the registers, and the last 2 pins, anode and cathode pins, are mainly used for the LED part, LED display power. Okay, these are the 16 control pins where we can see on the LCD. Okay, if you see here the 2 rows and 16 column LCD uses a 4-bit interface, like our LCD is a 4-bit interface LCD. The read and write bar pin of the LCD is grounded, so that write is permanently enabled. Already we have seen that every time we use LCD only for the displaying purpose. So we are making this particular read write bar is programmed to 0. Whenever it is programmed to 0, it means that the controller is writing the data onto the LCD, and even you have a potentiometer for adjusting the contrast. Adjust the pot till you see a stripe of dark blocks in the first line of the LCD. Likewise, we have to adjust our potentiometer. Coming to the pin diagram here, if you see whatever the pins we have seen just now about the 16 control pins, among the 16 control pins, this pin diagram talks only about the main pins. Okay, like we are seeing only the enable pin here, we have only register select pin. Among 8 data pins here, we can see only 4 data pins here because it's a 4-bit interface. Our LCD shield is a 4-bit interface. That is the reason among 8 data pins, we have taken only 4 data pins in this particular pin diagram. And even we have LED 1 and LED 2. So if you see this particular one, enable pin, it has been connected to the 11th pin in your Arduino Uno board. Coming to the register select pin, it has been connected to the 12th pin in your Arduino Uno board. Coming to the 4 data pins, it has been connected to the 4, 5, 6, 7 in your Arduino Uno board. And coming to the LED 1 and LED 2, which has been connected to the 8th pin and the 10th pin in your Arduino Uno board. So these are the LCD control pins. Among 16, this pin diagram is going to have only few pins here, where exactly these pins have been connected to the Arduino Uno pins. So this pin diagram talks about. And coming to the third column, we can see a controller here, that is 80 mega P28 controller. Already we have seen that we have 4 ports, that is port A, port B, port C and port D. Whenever we are talking about the digital pins here in this column, obviously we will be taking port B and port D. That is the reason all the column, if you see over here, only port B pins and port D pins can be seen here. Okay, so whenever you are using a digital pins in your microcontroller, only 2 ports support your digital pins, that is port B and port D. If you take 2 to 7, in your microcontroller total you have 14 digital pins. Among 14, from 2 to 7, port D is going to support, and from 8 to 13, port B is going to support. So if you see the numbers between 8 to 13, the port number can be port B. And if you see the numbers between 2 to 7, the port number can be port D. Like this, we will be writing the port pins related to your 80 mega P28 microcontroller. Okay, so this pin diagram is very important whenever we are doing the programming. Let's see the functions in the next video. Thank you.